have your fear, which might become reality. And you have Godzilla, which is reality.
I'm sick of Godzilla.
Wake up, everyone!
There are two things you don't know about the Earth. One is me, and the other is Godzilla.
We're safe enough. No human being can understand that. The monsters on Monster Island can understand it.
Whether he returns or not, or is never again seen by human eyes, the things he has taught us remain.
Hello everybody, welcome back to YHS on Monster Island. We took a couple weeks off. We are back. This backdrop is freaking me out, Jay. But it's all good. Jay, how you doing, man? I feel like I haven't seen you. I mean, the Peking Man that's staring.
I was
above.
like, this is like the same stuff I had up before.
No, not your backdrop. I mean, the fact that I'm seeing just the top of Peking Man's eyes right here in his mouth. Hey, there's something in that movie that's way more fun to look at that isn't on the backdrop.
Hey,
anyway, Jay, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, and you're right. I feel like this is the longest we've gone. And I know it's not. That's the kicker, because there's sometimes when you had like 15 trips in a row, right? Every weekend you're booked up, but like I feel it's been so long since we've chatted. And I think it's just because when we had G-Fest and Kaiju going, all this stuff back to back to back, and you had San Diego Comic-Con in between and all that we were talking so regularly about everything that it's a little bit slower. And I don't know, it makes it feel like it's been 3 months since we've talked about anything Kaiju related.
Yeah, it does feel like that, but it's been 3 weeks, and we got some cool toys and stuff to talk about. I don't know what all you got in your slides, but I know what was the name of that con that just happened?
Tsuburaya Con. Yeah, the Tsuburaya
just
Con
happened.
Yeah.
And man, cool stuff from that.
Cool.
A little bit of pickups, and then we're going to talk about this weird ass movie, The Mighty Peking Man. I think the weirdest thing about the movie is the name. Tell you the truth, what a weird name.
Because he doesn't look like the Peking Man that was like discovered, named by archaeologists, anthropologists, whoever it was.
So, Jay, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know what that is. I was just like the whole time. I was like, why is it Peking Man? I don't get.
Oh
this.
yeah, the Peking the Peking Man was found in like China. Was like a I don't know my anthropology very well, but somewhere was a Neanderthal, Homo erectus, one of like early humanoid.
That makes more sense.
That they dug up, and as you can imagine, they probably wanted to call him something else, and then that was probably not allowed from a licensing thing. So they're like, "Hey, Mighty Peking Man." And it was just because I think it was found near like where present day Beijing, which used to be Peking. So I think that's it.
Okay, well, little history lesson. Maybe I should.
And it might be wrong, but that's what I've always heard.
Hey, sounds right to me.
Let's go with it. Let's go with that.
Let's do. Do you want to do some? You want to jump right into these pickups, or?
Yeah. I got a few. Do you have a few?
I have a very, very small few.
As much as they can. Sometimes it's a glitter Godzilla, and sometimes it's Vector Man. For those best exclusives, it's gonna cost lots of yen. And let's hope that sofubi is off their holiday top 10. Yeah, we got Kaiju pickups. Oh, what a glorious day. Oh, Kaiju pickups. Now back to Jake and Jay.
Okay. So the cool thing is I have some pickups that are all like, a lot of them are tied to some of our favorite people. And those are the best types of pickups.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah. Did we get started?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump right into it. Like I feel like the way you are with pickups, the fact that we've gone 3 weeks, I feel like you probably have 100 things.
No, I don't. I've held pretty true to my, like, I'm taking a little break after Kaiju Go. A lot of the stuff, or actually all the stuff was purchased well before that.
Okay.
Was just finally coming in.
This is a slow time of the year for tattoo artists. I don't know if you guys know that. This is the chill time. Mm-hmm. This is when things slow down. we're getting ready for a decon. I know that's going to be a big pickup weekend. So I know I am kind of even with regular toys. Right now, it's like, nope, we're gonna make room for stuff.
Yep.
We're gonna chill because it's gonna get crazy in a couple of weeks.
And we were just talking off the air, like, I think both of us, there's some room to rearrange some things and make room for all the stuff we bought at G Fest and Kaiju Go and all that stuff. So that's being prioritized over. I mean, I have inventory that I still haven't even put on our Tokyo Toy Town website that's just literally staring me in the face. And it's like, I got to get into that too. One of these days, Jake. But I wanted to start with this one because, once again, one of our favorite people. This was something that he did for Kaiju Go, and I wasn't able to. I literally talked to him for like 10 minutes the whole weekend because it was so crazy, and that was one of my biggest disappointments for Kaiju Go because I love the Nagatas, I love Mark and Max, but Mark was nice enough to send me something that I was gonna try to get. Obviously, I had 10 minutes to buy everything, and whatever was left, I said you and Jess hooked me up with. But luckily, Mark to the rescue, and he sent me one of the coolest things because I love Drazron, one of my favorite characters, and he did it with the Kaiju Go standee that goes behind it. It's so cool with the Texas Theater there. My Max Toy non-licensed shelf, not really a shelf now, it's like cabinet, is one of my favorite parts in the room. Yeah, like it's looking really good. The Izons and the Drazerons and everything, the Captain Maxes, and it's looking good. I'm very happy with that. This will go very nicely with my other minis that he has, the mini Izons and mini Drazerons and mini Tripus as well. Very cool stuff. So thank you, Mark. Awesome. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Max Toy Co. Thank you for everything that you do for us, for everybody out there. One of the best people, person in the world. They're the best. So got that. Now we also like those Mondo guys. They're okay, right? They're pretty cool. And this is more indirectly tied to Peter and Hector. It's not one of their stuff, but I did get non-toy. I finally got in the Destroy All Monsters Scorpion Bowl, the Tiki Bowl that came in. So if you want to come over, you and Jess, for next Kaiju Go, maybe I'll bring this to Decon. We can share in a non-alcoholic tiki style drink. Put some
straws in it.
Oh yeah, put some.
Dude, I'm getting one and taking it to a ramen restaurant, and I'm going to say, hey, serve me my ramen in this.
The cool thing about this, honestly, like, and it might not show very well, but the engravings, everything on the side, the carvings are very cool. So right there, see, there's the fire dragon, the ship from Destroy All Monsters, but then you turn it around here. Look at this. There's Anguirus on the neck of Ghidorah.
Oh yeah.
Ghidorah, and then there's everybody down there. I mean, Gorosaurus. It's a beautiful piece. It's heavy as all get out. But yeah, so put some straws in there, put the drinks in there, light this on fire, comes out of the mouth. It's great. Very cool stuff for Mondo. And it's, I mean, I'm not a tiki guy.
Yeah,
per se.
You don't have to be. That doesn't scream tiki to me. No. That just looks like a really cool art piece of that's what I
think more people think of like tiki mugs more than the scorpion bowls, but
exactly. I'm putting ice cream in that. I'm putting my ramen in there. I'm eating my breakfast out. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm eating cereal out of that thing.
I love it. Stayed with Mondo. So once again, not an Attack Peter piece or whatever, but we love the stuff that they've done with Urban Aztec, Jesse Hernandez, great artist. And he came finally today. I finally got him.
Jesus Christ.
There he is. There he is. The Urban Aztec King Ghidorah. It's beautiful. I mean, we got to see this. I saw it for the first time in person at D-Con last year. You might have saw it before that, even at Comic-Con. But this thing is stunning.
Yeah.
And, it's big, and it is a shelf hog and all that good stuff. But the one thing I like about it, it's wide, it has the wings. It's not as deep as some.
Tail's not crazy.
No, and it's curling up. But what I like about this, and maybe to a little bit lesser degree about the Urban Aztec Godzilla, is you look around and they're just such little, tiny nuances you don't notice until you look at it 3 or 4 times. Like one thing on this one, like if you look at it straight on, you would never know this. Like, there he is. But at the top of the wings, right there, the kind of the joint up at the top, it's a skull.
Oh, shit.
How cool that is.
Yeah.
There's lots of little touches like that are just very, very cool. So this is a great piece. I know I saw a lot of people got theirs today or yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was enjoying them. I'm like, oh, hopefully mine comes soon. But a really cool piece.
Good luck finding a spot for that.
I know, right? Another artist that we don't know, but we love his stuff. He's amazing. Nicholas Lestang. I won the lottery, and this came today for. I won a lottery, not the lottery. That'd be nice if I won the lottery. Then we'd be getting lots of Urban Aztec toys. But I got the Rodan inspired Lestang piece, and
dude, I've been looking at this thing.
It's really good.
This is the best Rodan sofubi I've ever seen.
Rodan inspired.
Rodan inspired. It's the best Rodan inspired sofubi.
Yes, it's so good.
This thing is badass, dude.
It is. It's very good.
Hell, I'm so glad you got that. That thing's so cool.
It is. I'm not surprised by this, but it's better in person than even the photos. It's a really beautiful piece. Well made. Love the colors. The blending is just like on point. It's a beautiful piece. A really beautiful piece. Good size. Really good stuff. So I was really pumped to get this.
Yeah.
I didn't forget that I won it, but I didn't realize they were shipping out. And then I got this and I was like, oh man, yes, totally. The other thing that I got was, I got just speaking about people that we love. The great Tom Whalen. We talk about Max and Mark. We talk about Peter and the Mondo guys, but Tom's right up there. We love Tom. Tom's the best. And I finally got from the man himself, the Tom Whalen design. I love this thing so much. The Chomp.
Yeah.
This thing is like chunkier than it even looks like on in the images and stuff. Beautiful piece. I ordered the Mothra as well, so I'm excited to have these two together.
I love the Mothra so much.
And of course, there it is. Tom Whalen's signature on it. Boom. So it's legit. Yeah. It's legit, guys. This is awesome. This is so good. I'm so glad of this partnership because it's different. It's not just Tom doing a kaiju. It's Tom doing Chomp in a kaiju costume. It's funny. It's I don't know. I think it beautifully captures his style. Like this is a Tom Whalen piece. Really cool stuff. This was my favorite of the colorways too of the release of this so far. I like it. So awesome stuff. Thank you, Tom.
Good stuff.
And really, really cool. Really, really cool stuff. If you guys are sleeping on the Whalen Abominable Toys
don't
stuff,
don't sleep on any Whalen.
Don't. Okay, the last one I got, which is funny because in the toy news, this line, the next kaiju in this line was announced, and it's a really cool one. But so the company Acro, they're doing the Kaiju Remix series, and it's taking these.
Oh my!
Yeah, you know which one it is, and it's taking these, silly Ultra Kaiju, but then making them into more like realistic, for lack of a better term, like mean, evil. Like these guys could just rip your guts out and eat it in front of you, and done in that X Plus style, that really very well sculpted, highly detailed style. And the one they released that I fell in love with was Gyango, of course. Yeah. And so you go from, close your eyes, picture Gyango, and then you get this, which is, I'm going to say it. This is going to be a figure of the year nominee. It's that good. This thing, look at this guy. Look at this. The reptilian, scaling and everything. Even his silly chest colors are even a little bit more muted and blend in there, almost like it would look in nature like this. It is so good. The back, look at the spikes. This thing is beautiful. It's so good. I don't even know what to say. It's just so good. And I love everything about Gyango. And I like how goofy and silly he is. But then you can look at this and be like, oh, that's also very, very, very cool. Look at that mouth.
Yeah, that thing's so beautiful. I want this guy in a movie. Put this version in a film.
Shin Ultraman needs to... No tickling in that episode. You tickle this guy, he'll rip your freaking spleen out. It's gorgeous.
It's so good.
Guys, get this. It's still out there. The new one is coming out in this line. This line has some legs.
Mm-hmm.
This line I'm all about. I would put it up there with like how I'm just so gung-ho about the Star Ace, Harryhausen, Sofubi line, this Kaiju remix line, because they're doing the ones that are so goofy. That's what makes it great.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Gyros being this way doesn't mean as much when you take Yango or, you know, whoever that might be and make it just evil looking and just awesome and ominous and just amazing. Such a good thing. So I want you to do your pickups, but I'm going to come back and do one because the next one is kind of pickup / activity for us, and it's building off of something that we talked about on a previous episode. But love my pickups this week. They're
great,
but dude. Great. But I love the stuff. Yeah.
I have a very, very small amount of pickups this week. I did get my shipment of posters that I picked up at Kaiju Go,
nice.
and I'm not going to show all those off because you showed off the Tom Whalen one. I got an Ultraman poster from Attack Peter, but the only thing I did want to show that I got from Kaiju Go poster wise, I got this from Attack Peter, and I saw it and I grabbed it like a child, and I said, "Ooh,
mine!"
But I think he had 2 of these, and I had to get one.
It's so good.
This is beautiful. I love this Godzilla and Minya swimming. And what is even better about this is pretty recently I bought Peter's -1 print, which came with a bonus print, which is maybe about the same size. Mm-hmm. And it has the Godzilla -1 in the water swimming, and it's the same. The same. So I got to get like this framed and get that one framed and hang them, side by side. But yeah, this is just beautiful.
Jaws below it, right?
Yeah, little Jaws down here. Little great.
It was made for you.
I love this. This is so good. Cool.
No, I know that the world wouldn't have felt right if you didn't have that. It's too much you.
I snatched it in an embarrassing manner. I was like, ooh!
We've all been there.
Now, the only figures I got... Now, Jay, you're going to have to help me out with these because I've already forgot what this guy is called. But you had this for sale at Kaiju Go.
Yeah.
And when we were tearing the booth down and putting everything in, these were in your Bandai section.
Yep.
Not like a big Bandai guy, we don't buy a ton of that. But I saw this and I was like, hold up, why does this look so dumb? And if you know me, I love when toys look dumb.
And why don't I have it in my collection?
So look at that, look at that overbite or underbite or whatever that he has here. He's got really wacky. It's just like this is an insane looking. Figure. I don't know if it's too dark or whatever, if you guys can see this, but it's just a really weird Godzilla. And Jay, who what's the name of the company that made this?
Yamakatsu.
Yamakatsu made this. So I believe, did you say that Yamakatsu was around before Bandai and it kind of turned into Bandai or something like that?
No, so when in 1983 when Bandai got the license, the Yamakatsu also got a license with Toho, and they came out with this series a few months before Bandai. Now the scale is different. This is going to be kind of like that 6-inch scale, and Bandai, the original Bandai Godzilla collection is more like 8-inch type scale, other than the 84, which randomly is a 6-inch scale. But anyway, so these you can kind of argue are some of the first Godzilla. What we think of as soft vinyl action figures, what Bandai became. Yamakatsu was technically a few months ahead of them, I believe.
Sure.
And they had a line that included Godzilla 62, 64, couple mini Godzillas. They have a Mecha Godzilla, Mechani Kong, an Anguirus, which I saw the Anguirus over here because it's awesome looking because it's also the same bootleggy looking thing.
Yeah.
But no, officially licensed. Yamakatsu did a lot of licensed stuff, a lot of smalls, finger puppety type things and small, I don't know if any of it was Keshi, but smaller things. There's one in this line that came out that literally is I think it's like a dart gun or like a target practice with Godzilla. I mean, there's some weird stuff, but They're great.
I mean, we spent the day after Kaiju Go at breakfast kind of talking about these, and you were giving me the history lesson. And the other Godzilla in the line is maybe even goofier looking than this one.
100%. The gold.
And I am going to get this whole line because it's not huge, but I want them all. And like I like the history of these is a little different. This feels different than buying a Bandai just because the history is a little different there, and the fact that it's not a huge line, there wasn't a ton of it, but I just could not get over how
he looks so dumb.
He looks, and I was like, you know what, that is
put him in a movie.
Yeah, that is for me. And then along with that, you sent me one of the minis from the same. So same lines, same bit of goofiness. Yeah. Actually, the head on this guy kind of looks like a crocodile or something.
I was about to say,
he's weird and fat. I know my camera is a little dark tonight, but yeah. So that's all my pickups is these guys. The start of a new line. I'll find a little spot for them, but I just love how weird. I just love how weird those guys are. So I was happy to get those. Thanks, Jay, for sending it over.
But, no, that's they're cool stuff, and they all have that same they look good together. They all have that same look. They all kind of goofy, bootleggy looking.
I love it.
The Mechanic Kong is actually pretty good. I think the Anguirus is my favorite, and it's just weird looking. But so the one thing I want to do, and I literally have not opened this. I don't know what's inside, but remember going back to G Fest, how you picked up those, which I think might be my favorite thing you've picked up. Those Learn English VHSs with the Ultraman and Busca and all that good stuff. Now, and then I was like, hey, I want to buy some too. And I bought them and I was like, look, I got some too. And you're like, those aren't the same ones. But they looked, and I think it might be the same line, maybe.
Same line, but just not the same tapes or something.
Yeah, so I wanted to open them up and we can actually look. And here's the cool thing. And I didn't know this until after I bought them because they were kind of the same price as the ones we bought for you. They come in, which who cares? They could be empty, and I don't care. Look at this. Comes in an old school case.
Oh my god!
Briefcase.
My god, dude!
Look at that!
What the fuck?
And it's Ultra Family's English lesson. Nadia and Ultraland.
Well, jealous of that.
Here, let me open it up though. I want to see what's in here.
Let's see it.
Okay, I got 2 VHSs on the top. The first one is ABC, and it features Balton, Taro, and Ultraman here. So this is the first one.
Okay.
And then has soccer and melon are some of the words on the back. Melon. look at.
Oh yeah,
Pigmon. Who's playing soccer there? I can't even tell. Okay, there's a VHS in there. It's legit.
Cool.
Okay, the second one is volume 3. So that was volume 1. This is volume 3. There is volume 2 in there. I see it. I'm peeking ahead. And this has Balton, Dada, and Ultraman on it. There's Balton and Dada and Ultraman. And hey, speak of our buddy, here is Pigmon and Gyango hanging out.
Hey.
Volume 2. Now this looks like a fun one. Volume 2 has Ultraman, Busca, and looks like a girl in a banana costume or something. I don't know. But look, there's Busca. And it has Ultra 7 on there. Okay, and then it has some other things. I think it has some of the lessons, and there's a lot of paper in here. Okay, there's the kids' video catalog, little, I think some cross-sell opportunity. Let's see what's in here. Oh, toys. Tsuburaya toys. Oh, look at this.
Let's try to order them.
I know, right? Let's call them up.
Amazing.
Sentai. There's some Sentai. There's some animal, just learn animal video. Oh, there's a Shin-chan one. There's Ultra. There's some Tsuburaya stuff in there as well. Yeah, very cool. That's cool. Got some. Oh, it looks like a order form. Yep, here's an order form for the rest of the series. So this might answer some of the questions on that. So I wonder if yours might be one of these.
Whoa.
And then there's the large one with what appears to be like a giant fold-out alphabet mat. But this is from. Look at that. Look at this. Here's the sales material. I'm in happy land here. Look at that.
Oh my god.
This is all in
between the two of us. We have to get this entire collection.
I know, right?
We have to get the whole. I need all of it.
Here's looks like a warranty thing, little foam packaging. Cool. What else do I have in here? Cool. Oh, this is heavy. Oh, okay, I got this is another, I think maybe sales material or something for the VHSs that I got as HOP, I guess is their acronym, and a lot of stuff in Japanese. Look at that.
Wow.
It's crazy. Okay, and then one last thing in here. This is heavy. It looks like it might be another VHS or something. It's just ABC.
Okay.
Let's open it up. No. Oh, Jacob Walsh.
Oh, no.
Look at these.
What?
We got some flashcards. Tomato.
Oh my God.
Candy. Rocket.
Dude.
There's a lot.
Dude,
look at this.
I need that. That is
all,
amazing.
Yeah, it's all Ultraman. They all look the same. There's melon. Back to melon.
Gotta learn how to say melon.
Queen.
Dude, that is amazing.
Dude, it's meant for me. Key. Oh my gosh. Ice cream.
Man.
Oh, banana. Olive egg. Amazing. Oh my gosh.
So cool. That is
for you Georgians. Peach. There
peach.
you go.
Yep, we have those.
We have those. Yes. So
that is awesome.
I guess one for every letter because you got a xylophone, of course. Yeah, I think this was a pretty good pickup.
Yeah. It's my favorite pickup you got tonight.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. But what it makes me looking at the sales material or the order form, it does lead me to believe the one that you got, I think there is a briefcase for it as well.
Okay.
Because there's a yellow and blue briefcase, a yellow and red briefcase, and then I guess mine is yellow and yellow. Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff we need to get.
Yeah. Very cool. We'll buy it all. I'm down for that. I watched one of mine. I don't know if you've watched any of those.
I haven't.
I watched the first tape, and it's like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes long, pretty short, but very cute, very fun. No idea what most of it is being said. There's lots of songs and Ultraman families dancing around. The one I watched had like an Ultraman family, and the mother had a little baby, and she's like rocking the baby, and they show it at one point, and it has an Ultraman face, and Booska shows up and Pigmon shows up. Like they're all just dancing around saying,
I love that so much.
Words, and it was amazing.
Saying words.
Yeah, it's great. That is a good pick, man. The briefcase and all that stuff. Yeah, that is amazing.
The briefcase is in like wonderful condition. There's not even like a plastic tear or anything. The snaps are crisp and everything. Yeah. So so I just wanted to. So we can learn together on air, learn together about this amazing line of educational VHSs that, I mean, maybe should be re-released. Maybe we should do a whole
maybe we can rip some. Maybe we can rip some and put it on the YouTube.
Can I reach out to Tsuburaya and be like, hey, I know you have all these properties, but can we get the Ultra Family English lesson? Can we just play that?
Kaiju Go next year is just these.
Kaiju Go, ABCs and 1, 2, 3. We'll be the Sesame Street of Kaiju cons. But I love it.
That's amazing. I love it. Good stuff. All of that stuff's awesome. Really excited. Jay, let's talk about some of these reveals at Tsuburaya Con.
We can do it.
It's the Monster Island news for you. It's everything about kaiju. From that Monster Island crew, there are others that do it and they're okay to choose, but there's only one super trusted, amazingly handsome Monster Island crew. Can you believe they're doing that to the Monsterverse? You missed another Onraku lottery, that's the worst. You didn't hear about all those exclusives, no, you're not cursed. You just need another source for news and you'll find out first. Oh yeah, the Monster Island moves for you. It's everything about kaiju from that Monster Island crew.
You know what I like about the little bumpers there is
What's
like when
that?
we go through it, is like just seeing the changes in your hairstyles. Mine all look the same, either a hat or the same, but like it's seeing the different like links and everything. I'm like, who is that again?
Well, when I see it, I think I need to retire some of these shirts I'm wearing because I was like, oh, I still wear that shirt, and that had to be years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's funny. Okay, so we got some cool stuff here. Let me pull it up here. And a little bit of non-toy news as well. I wanted to chat with this. Nothing that hasn't been out there for a while, but we haven't had a chance to talk about it. I'm just curious on your thoughts on some things. The first one is, hey, we're not that far away from Godzilla Day.
Right.
And they did the tease on the new short film.
Yeah.
But instead of the the last few years they've done sometimes the short film or a short film and the short animated piece. Like I think of like the Megalon that was so good. But this year they look like they're going away from the Final War suit and going in with what appears to be the Miragoji suit, which, hey, not my favorite suit. I know some people swear that it's the greatest suit ever made. Not my favorite.
Yeah, 12-year-olds. Sorry. I'm sorry I said that. That was mean.
But yeah, 12-year-olds. No, I'm joking. But like, why? Like, I'm curious what they're going to do with it. But do you have any thoughts, any ideas, anything that you've seen that's leaked out there on it?
No, I mean, so as far as the suit goes, I probably like this suit just as much as I like the Final War suit. I don't really care for that much either. The more concerning thing to me is that they've sort of been in continuity with each other over the last few years. So if they're changing the suit, that makes me think that this is breaking. It's either breaking the continuity and it's going to be its own thing, or they're just like, fuck it, we're just using a new suit, but it's still in continuity.
We've done that before.
I don't like that, but sure. But man, I'm always...
Me too.
Anything I would ever say against these is just nitpicks, because the fact that they're putting a man in a fucking suit and filming anything these days I'm very happy to see that. So,
and they've been really good.
Like, they've been
so fun.
They have been so good. I wish one of these days they would just compile them on DVD or something and put them out there. But yeah, I'm excited to see it. I was really excited waking up very early in the morning and being like, "Oh my god, there's a teaser out for the Godzilla Day short." So, yeah, I'm into it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care that they changed the suit. I'm just glad we're getting it.
I'm the same way. I love these so much.
Yeah.
To your point, they could literally come out there in like Godzilla 98 and it'd be great.
Yeah.
They could take the one from G-Fest that we saw.
Yeah.
But no, I hope. Part of me kind of hopes that it is in continuity because I love the story. The Jet Jaguar piece has been great. All that stuff. Yeah. And they just say like,
"Hey,
we're gonna
maybe the other Godzilla's in this too."
Yeah. Oh, that would be amazing.
Maybe they're both in this. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe one's the mommy and one's the daddy. So there's that. But staying on like the realm of a film. I don't know. Have you been following this new indie film that's coming out?
No.
The Islands of Fire, Kaiju Islands of Fire.
I have not.
So my gut is this is going to be kind of that same level of indie that's kind of Hoshi 35 and all that type of stuff. But they're really tapping into a lot of the classic and Heisei era as well, not just Showa era Kaiju stars, and having them come back and do this really cool and different type of kaiju film that's supposed to be built out as a multi-series, or excuse me, multi-episode film series. So a little universe here. Now I know when people say that on the front end, usually it's like spells disaster. Yeah. But this one, I'm really pumped because it's not just one or two, like, hey, here's a few cast members that are like nice little Easter eggs or cameos. I mean, you have like 8 folks that have been in Godzilla or, big tokusatsu films. I mean, you have, in Yoshiro Chidas, he was the original Kenny in Gamera, and Carl Craig was in Gamera, and we know Tomoko Ai from Terror of Mechagodzilla, but also Ultraman, and Linda Miller, she does the circuit, from obviously King Kong Escapes. But then I love that it has M11 and I forgot what the character Chuck Wilson plays is, but they have the two of the Futurians, if you will, from Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. The German scientist from Shin Godzilla and Gamarada in there, and then of course from King Ghidorah, one of the commanders on the ship. I think he's the one that utters the Major Spielberg line. Or is Major Spielberg, whatever. But anyway, that's pretty cool. And it looks like this is going to be like I said something different, but something different. I don't think this is supposed to be like a comedy. This is like an indie, like legit, like let's play it straight like a kaiju film. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm into it. Kaiju looks cool too. So
yeah, very different
good.
Looking. I'm hoping that this thing gets a U.S. release. Knowing who's involved in it, I mean, this has SRS written all over it. So
yeah, 100%.
So there's that, and then lastly, also about movies, and this one features. I had to mention this because it's like coming out in October, but also it ties into last time we talked. I talked about going to see Brush with the God, but also it ties in very well to the Mighty Peking Man. But the legendary modeler, suit maker, special effects guru Keizu Murase, he's having a documentary made by him that's going to be, or about him, that's going to be released in October in Japan. No international date yet. Hopefully it will. It'll get some subtitles or something. But I mean, the man created King Ghidorah and Gamera and Godzilla 62 and all this stuff. I mean, he's done everything. Matango, you name it. It is the world that we know of in tokusatsu. The creatures and the inhabitants would not be what they are without his brilliance. So very cool. The documentary is going to be called The Monsters and the Old Man. Really, really awesome stuff. I hope, like the Ishiro Honda documentary, I hope we get a formal release here.
Very excited to possibly see this in the future.
Yeah. So that's it, kind of the non-toy news. But I wanted to talk toys. I have a few Tsuburaya Con releases, and then of course a few really good ones. It's been a while since we spoke. We've done an episode, so I left out a lot because this could have been a 75.
We don't have time.
Thing.
We don't have time for everything.
So this is some highlights in Jay's view. But hey, here's that Kaiju remake series.
Jesus Christ!
So just like Yango, they're taking from Ultra 7. They're taking Miklas, one of the capsule monsters for Ultra 7. And, he's a goofy looking dude. We all love him. He's a good guy. Like, he helps out Ultra 7. And they just released this awesome version of him. Looks like he comes out of a grim fairy tale or something. Like he has some Japanese folklore, right?
Where the wild things are.
It's all of that mixed together. I'm in love with this. I'm getting it. Miklas has never been one of my favorite kaiju, but I'm getting this.
Yeah,
I'm getting
awesome.
this.
This is amazing.
It's so good. It's so detailed.
And it also somehow looks like, especially in the face, like it makes the kaiju look like he's related to Gango. You know what I mean? Like they look like he looks like he could be the older brother.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And he's looks a lot nicer. But no, I'm really excited to see this is one that I'm really like, who are they going to do next?
Yeah.
Who's next? I mean, is it going to be Pigmon, right?
Call me when they do a Dodongo.
I know, right? Is it going to be, hey, we got Dodongo news in here too in a bit. Is it going to be one of those things where it's like they started with an Ultraman kaiju, now it's Ultra 7? Are they going to do something from like Return of Ultraman? Are they going to go back to Ultra Q? I don't know. But great 2 first subjects.
Yeah,
and
it's awesome.
This line is going to be there for Kaiju Toy Line of the Year, I have a feeling, even with just 2.
Okay,
this is something that came out. Now, this technically came out a few days before Tsuburaya Con, but I think it was at Tsuburaya Con as well. So, Wonderfest Summer Edition. I picked up, because I love it so much, Dream Planet, their Fantasy World Friends series. So these are the ones that are kind of like that, not fully chibi, but kind of little Defo style.
Yeah.
They're very fun. They're very cool. The Garamon and the Ultraman are awesome, 2 of my favorite pieces. And they released an Ultra 7. Everybody was thinking it was going to be Wonderfest exclusive, but they're going wide with this. And they're going to a lot of like kind of the big time retailers in Japan, Astro Zombies, Hashimoto, 1UP, etc. So this is one that you're going to be able to get for $80 if you're in Japan, and obviously you'll be able to get it shipped here as well. So glad that they're going wide with this. Everybody loves Ultra 7, and this is a really cool toy. I own it. I love it. But I'm really excited to see Dream Rocket do that.
Yeah, I love these little guys. They're so fucking weird looking with their tiny arms. I love it.
I know. And hey, not the last we'll see of this line here in the deck as well. I mean, Tsuburaya Con pulled no punches, man. It kicks some ass. Okay. Lot of X Plus, but I had to put the first one in there because I know your love of Baraba and Tyrant and all that good stuff. Hey, X Plus is coming out with a large monster series. This is one that you'll be able to get for a really decent price. You know, they're so good, and this one looks so good. From the large monster series, this thing is coming out X Plus in Japan. Tsuburaya store is going to have one as well, $150, and it'll be shipping out here in a couple months. So, got to get that.
Yeah, need that. Baraba's great.
It's so good. And then staying on the X Plus Star Ace side, so Star Ace is releasing this Kamigon, and it's part of their soft motion special edition. That's kind of like their upscale Rick version or something of that nature. And so this one has like LED lights. It has apparently like an infrastructure inside of it. So I don't know if it's going to be a suit overlaid over like a skeletal thing. It's the translation sometimes isn't the best, but it's a Star Ace one. So this is one that we'll be able to get at StarAceToys.com. And it's shipping out in early next year. But for the price, I mean, this is an 11-inch toy, and it's freaking Kamigon.
Yeah, with his little bag.
His bag.
You don't get his bag very often.
And lots more articulation and things which you don't get normally in an X Plus Star Ace figure. So very cool stuff. You love Gigantics. Hey, you got one now. The seal is broken. You might as well start collecting Gigantics exclusively. For the 30th edition or anniversary, excuse me, they're doing the Gigantic Godzilla 95. Guys, like, this is an awesome toy. It's great. I don't go as gaga over burning Godzilla stuff as a lot of people do. It is done a lot, but I mean, honestly, like, you can get this at X Plus North America, the Godzilla store now. Like, this is
that price is not.
It's half of what you expect to pay on a Gigantic.
Exactly.
Secondhand.
And so, I don't have any burning Godzilla stuff for the same reason. It's never been my big go-to, but I have noticed myself recently being like, I do want some. Yeah, I do need a burning Godzilla representation somewhere, and I'm telling you, man, having one Gigantic in person in my room, and like, they are so impressive. They just are. All of them are like. And I can't imagine that this thing is not going to just be amazing in person. So,
people come into your house, they see that, and they're like, "Oh, this guy."
Dude, they know. They know that They know that you have money.
Yeah.
Or they think you. Hey, they think you have money. You don't. But they know you got your shit together. You also might not. But they know you're serious, and you're a serious collector if you have a Gigantic. So I think everybody needs one Gigantic.
Not gigantic, but still 30 centimeters. Good, nice 13 inches tall in that 30 centimeter line. Favorite sculptor's line. So this is one that's inspired by a famous kit or model. These were all from Black Dragon Studios. And they're releasing the same sculpt, 3 variants of Godzilla -1. They're going to have one that's going to be a Shonen Rick exclusive that has the LED lights and the transparent dorsal fins. They're going to have their standard version, and they're going to have this sunset version, like, appears like when he goes up, rise up like Ginza, that sunset, dusty, light brown one that's going to be a G-Store exclusive. So really cool stuff here. People I think still like -1, maybe. I don't know. They love the.
I hope so, because the sequel's filming right now.
-1.1 is coming out soon. But yeah, very cool stuff here. X Plus and Star Ace doing some good stuff.
Dude, Baraba, gotta get Baraba. Oh my god.
So this isn't the first time we've talked about one of these, but why can't our airports do this?
I was about to say, these are the airport.
Yeah, the Haneda Airport is doing a month-long. Like,
dude, can you imagine? Hold up. Can you imagine if we would have gotten to Japan?
Yeah.
Our first time in Japan, we get to the airport and we're like, okay, got to go buy our first toy of the trip.
Yeah.
At the airport gift shop. This is insane. And they're $450. They're not even like little dumb little thing. They're 450s.
Yeah. And it's Busca, Kanagon, Dodongo, and Ultraman. So once again, I love the Dodongo. This is a beautiful and not just because of your love for Dodongo, because you know me, Busca and Kanagon are my boys.
Well,
but
it's burning Dodongo.
It's burning Dodongo. And so it's Dodongo and put this out, fire out. But it's so good. And I love the little mural logo, the Ultraman of the World. Like I want that painted on like the side of my wall.
I hope you get a little poster or something of that.
I know.
Or is that like the header card or something?
That would be even better. That would be awesome. Ultraman of the World at Haneda Airport. It's going to end in about a week here. So if you guys are going to Haneda Airport, go get some Dodongo and Busca and Kanago.
Dodongo, dude.
I know. So once again, it's just like so freaking cool on so many levels.
Yeah.
But very cool stuff. Okay. So let's talk some highlights from SuperCon. Now, I had a hard time because there was so much released from Tsuburaya Con. So I kind of stuck to a lot of the makers that we really dig and that we like and stuff. There was so much more at this convention. So I encourage people to go check out on Instagram and go look at all of the stuff. But I stayed with some of the heavy hitters. Otherwise, we'd have to have a whole episode on this alone. Yeah. But great stuff there. I feel the toy game at Tsuburaya Con is picking up every year. But I want to start with a couple of my favorites. So from the Ultra series, Dream Rocket, they continued the Fantasy World Friends with the Alien Borg, which looks great. Mm-hmm. Love Alien Borg. But they also went back to their Monster Expo series, which is their larger line. And this is their second colorway of Draco. And I think this one is so fun. I think it looks so cool. Yeah. It's huge. It's like 11, 12 inches almost tall. It's awesome. So they have those two scales that Dream Rocket just really kills. But I love that they're expanding out the Fantasy World Friends line to just more than like Ultraman, Ultra 7, Pigmon, people that they know they'll sell. Something like Alien Borg, who, is popular within Ultra fans, but like, I love they're going out a little bit different, and this is a great piece.
Yeah, that dude is every time I see the what is it, the Adventure, the Pachi Adventures Club guy, every time I see that,
it looks like Draco.
It looks like this guy.
100%.
Those colors are really good.
But the one that I was really excited about, and I just think it's very cool. And I apologize, I put Monster Expo series on here. It's not actually from that. But it was from Shima X. And this Icarus, we know Icarus from Ultra 7, and we know Icarus as a kaiju in that, but it's a post-ban Icarus. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, why are people freaking out about this? I think only like 35 of these are made. So apparently that monster appears kind of as a postman character in another Tsuburaya show that's like very kids-focused show from the 70s called Chibara-kun. And I put some images of it. As you can tell, it's very early 70s. Yeah. Like, it looks, my boy Thumping Monster Splash Splash could be in this show, right? I mean,
they also have like the Busca thing on their heads.
Yeah, 100%. Like. Yeah, or the snorkels. Yeah, so I love that this is a postman version of Icarus, an Ultra 7 character from a Chibara-kun episode. I just love that. Yeah. And it's a cool looking thing. And he has his little male satchel and everything. So I love this. I love this piece. It's awesome. Good job, Shima X.
You know what's weird about that is I was watching a video on YouTube of a guy who was he was doing a walkthrough of like a thrift store in Japan, just like a really big thrift store in the middle of nowhere. And in the toy section, he pointed out specifically that there's a lot of toys that are like from the post, like a lot of male toys over there. Like the Japan Post has figures and stuff. And he was like, this is a big thing. And you can find these, and it's like sofubi basically of like, post boxes and stuff like that, and they're like that. It's a popular thing to collect, and I remember being like, I kind of want that now. I kind of want a Japan post office sofubi. But then I just watched that, and now you're showing me this, so it's like, I guess it is I'm gonna like look into it and see how wide that goes. What all stuff they have out there.
And isn't the artist that you like doing a Godzilla postman?
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah,
did one. Yep.
So yeah, I thought these are some of my favorite at Tsuburaya Con. These 3 pieces, I think they're very,
Very cool.
very, very cool.
Yeah.
But I think there might be one I like even better. So M1, they're like, hey, slow your roll, Shima X. Hey, Dream Rocket, chill. Let the OGs do this here. We know what's up with Tsuburaya. So they said, okay, we're gonna take this actress Kaoru Ukawa, who was in, I believe, the Heisei era Ultra 7, not the Showa one. This actress, and we'll let her design like the colors and the paint schemes and everything. And we're gonna give her Alien Guts, who everybody loves from Ultra 7, obviously, and then from Ace, Alien Hipporito, one of the main big bads. These are both glow in the dark. They have awesome colorways, and yes, the Hipporito comes with a little mini Ultra Ace to hold.
He comes with a sofubi.
He comes with a sofubi. These are both awesome. That Alien Hipporito is friggin' amazing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh yeah, we also still work with Shin Ben, with our good buddy Ben, and he's doing another tricycle, another Keemer Man in his Marble series, and I love this colorway as well. It's just another colorway in that. But M1, hey, they came to play too.
These are very different, like from your normal. I don't know, like the way the colors are on these guys. It is just very standout from most other sofubi.
Hey,
very
she
cool.
should design more stuff.
She should. Yeah.
Yeah. Like these are both awesome.
Yeah.
And I need a good.
Agree.
I have an old Yamanaya Alien Guts. I have no Alien Hipporito, but I need a new Alien Guts.
That's a cool design. Like I haven't seen like any of that show, so I'm not like super familiar with the kaiju other than just like seeing them around, you know. But
Alien Guts is awesome. They get a 2-parter, and they shake like this all the time.
Yeah.
And they drive a car in one of them. It's amazing. They're great.
Cool. Cool.
They're very good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Crucify Ultra 7. They do a lot in 2 episodes.
There's a lot of crucifixion happening in Ultraman, huh?
A lot of it. It's a symbolism, man. Okay, so these are also very cool. Bullmark, Gallery of Hakuba, 2 things that just go together like, you know, chocolate and peanut butter. We love them. We love everything that they do. Mm-hmm. They had some exclusives at Subicon as well. Of course they did. So they had an Ultraman Jack. That was a kind of a classic retro style. They had a mask removing Zoffy. They had a King Bockel.
King Broccoli.
The King Broccoli.
He's got broccoli hands.
They had a purple glow-in-the-dark Busca. And then the Shining Star was this old Bullmark sculpt style of this 10-inch, like standard Sofubi side glow-in-the-dark to Kong, which, you know, compared to like the Marusan sculpt, which is more, you know, round, looks like in the show.
Yeah,
this is like the original
different
Bullmark toy. So they pull that retro sculpt in and a glow-in-the-dark and the yellows and greens and blues and reds on that glow-in-the-dark vinyl, like just, oh my gosh, like chef's kiss times 1,000. Yeah. Bullmark, Hakuba, you guys nailed it. These are great pieces. Awesome for Subicon.
Yeah, great prices too. A 10.5-inch removable mass Zoffy's $80.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, nobody likes Zoffy. I'm joking. Zoffy doesn't even like Zoffy anymore. But yeah, the really cool stuff. And I mean, who doesn't love a Bullmark Busca?
Yeah.
Okay, so Marusan. I was like, hey, is Marusan not there? I don't see a lot of stuff. And then I started seeing some posts. I'm like, oh no, they were there. They were there, and they were like, hey, M1, hey, Bullmark, hold my beer. We're still the top dogs here. They did not one. They did 2 lucky bags. They did a 450 series hero lucky bag where $150, you're either going to get a 12-inch, 450 series Ultraman or Ultra 7. So win-win.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh, yeah, we also have a 450 series, just kind of like other Ultra bag within the Ultra bag, lucky bag within the Ultra series. And they're going to give you this clear neon pink and blue Balton or Gabora with both the open and the closed head. And then also this really, really cool Canagon. So, yeah, like I like all of those. Those are awesome. Like, yeah, sign me up. But that once again, those are 2 amazing 450 lucky bags. And then they're like, oh, yeah. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, they're also like, oh, yeah, that's not all. We're also going to drop an orange Naranga and a burning orange Pagos in the 350 side, which looks stunning, and then a new Lake Blue 450 series Ella King. So they had lots of stuff, lots of new stuff. It was
really, really digging these colorways. The Naranga, this like Halloween black and orange, like, dude, love that.
Yeah, so Marusan, Bullmark, like these guys, like we know we love these guys. These are the big brands, and they are like not resting on their laurels. They came out to Subicon and just showed off.
Yeah.
But here's one that I think showed off even more, and it's not because of the new. It's not because of there's one big new thing that they're doing that's just like I mean I kind of have to have it, but they're everywhere and they do a lot of stuff, but it's not necessarily always focused on the new, but the quantity at Subicon for our good friends over at USToys. They basically did what they would do at 2 festivals, right? And it wasn't just building box, it was pocket size and shampoo bottle series and giant size. What? I mean, these are the Pagos there, the pocket size Pagos, the yellow and the green next to that Pigmon, facing the Pigmon. Amazing.
That is
the Lunatics. But then they did USToys. One of my favorite pieces I own is the giant Canagon.
Yeah.
But this Ella King, I mean, it's an expensive toy, but it's 13 and a half, 14 inches. This one glows in the dark. I love Ella King. I mean, USToys, once again, dude, they're great.
I mean, listen, we don't even have to everything we've ever said about USToys stands. I've been wanting to get one of their like shampoo bottle Ultraman for a long time. The one back there where he's kneeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
The golden red, right? Like that looks. I mean,
I've never seen that one before. That might be new.
So good. Yeah. This stuff is all insane.
It's so good, and I mean, I love. They don't do a lot of the giants. And the Canagon one is so good in person.
He's behind me when I podcast every week because I love this
there
guy.
He is the best. But USToys just like bring in the heat. I don't know if I have anything else on the toys. I don't.
Warn me before you jump scare me. I want to bring something up. I don't know who made them or what they're even called, but I saw multiple photos. There was somebody at Tsuburaya Con that was like, "Hey, let me annoy Jacob because this is the exact kind of stuff he wants," and it was like. They had like Daruma dolls that were like Ultraman, and then they had the little I don't know what it's called, but it's some old like traditional toy. You see them all over the place, but it almost looks like a cow, but the head is on a swivel, so the head like moves or whatever. Yeah. They had those, but they were painted like Ultraman, and like a bunch of old little like wooden like they looked like kids' toys, but they were all made up to be like Ultraman, and I was like. That is I want that stuff. Yeah, I want all that stuff.
Oh man, we got to do. I didn't see those. I got to do that.
I'll try to find it and send it to you. I've seen a couple people post them here and there, but man, it looked like a really great convention to be at.
Hey, and not Tsuburaya Con exclusive, but I don't know if you saw coming up in San Francisco, they're going to have Godzilla Fest.
Yeah.
Did you see Mark Nagata's the latest where he paints basically a piece of art?
It's like a thing now. I feel really happy that I feel like we got the first ones at Kaiju Go, and I feel a little ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
but I've noticed he's doing a bunch of them now, and I'm like,
the Dr. Gory one. Oh my gosh,
Dr. Gory, and he just did a Godzilla on.
It looks so good.
I can't remember
it's like
who he painted it on, but he's just been churning them out.
I love it. I think it's a new thing. I mean, it's like you get like you nailed it when you described it. You get a piece of art on a piece of art and a paint, and that piece of art, the initial piece of art has an amazing paint job by possibly even another artist. So like it's crazy. Like I want to get a Frank Mysterio toy painted by Jenny Cherry with a Mark Nagata on top of it. I'm going to go even one step further.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, so much good stuff going on, even in a slow period.
Yeah,
I mean slow period for us. So.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Crazy good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff. But listen, we got to talk about this fucking movie.
We watched a film today, oh boy. This is the part of our show that's not about toys. We didn't research this particular piece of media because there's a ton of podcasts that'll read from Wikipedia. But you know, we'll tell you what we honestly think, like how Orochi's grand and Yonguri stinks. We'll tell you that Inframan can change your very life. Pretty sure Jake wants Princess Dragonmon to be his wife. We know some people simply won't want to hear us, but they're probably the same ones that like Mega Gear us. Whoa! We watched a film today, oh boy, let's just hope it's not Mega Gear us. Yeah, let's hope it's not Mega Gear us. Mega Gear us is so dumb.
I love how you just let your hate for Megaguirus get ahead of you for that. You're just like, fuck this movie.
Hey, I never knew that Inframan would just be such a big part of our lives.
Same, it really
Hey,
is.
you look good in the suit, man. Looks good. Good luck.
Thank you. Guys, we watched The Mighty Peking Man. I had never heard of this film, but this is Shaw Brothers, right? This is a Shaw Brothers film?
It is, yeah.
Same people who put together Inframan.
Same ones.
And
the very same.
I will say this movie is not as good as Inframan. What movie is?
Yeah, what movie?
But I had a lot of fun watching this. I thought it was really, I was like, this is legitimately, I'm having a good time. I was like, it's not great, but I like everything looks cool. Like man in suit. It's during the day. It's like, it just, the production looked pretty fun. There's weird shit going on. There's a lot of nip slips, and I literally, by the time I was done with the movie, I was like, I should have been taking count of how many times there's a nip slip in this movie, because I was like, oh, there's a lot of nipple popping out in this film.
Just so you know, that and this isn't on my fun facts, but like there were 3 full nude scenes that were cut. But in the original trailer, in the like the screening they did for the test audiences, they kept some of it. There was the
nude scenes in the trailer.
In the trailer, yeah. No, you can go see the trailer. It's like the scene where she's on the boat and the guy comes in when she's dressing. That shows it, and then there's one of them of like them hooking up behind a waterfall and then maybe in like a pool or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's a few. So not surprising.
What? Not surprising. Yeah. Well, if anybody's not seen this and you just Google it, you'll see you'll see Samantha in the posters and everything, and they didn't give her much to wear, and she's constantly taking it off. So it's just they're out there often. But I thought there was a lot of really cool like miniatures in this movie.
Yep.
I just had a lot of fun with it. It's a little brutal at the end. I was like, okay, a little set it on fire and shit, but I had fun with this movie, Jay. Was this your first time seeing this?
It was my first time seeing it. Yeah.
Okay.
I had heard of it before, but I'll tell you how I heard of it, because it's one of the fun facts is kind of what I heard of it, because it's had a little bit of a cult following right here in the US, even beyond like the kaiju fan. But I love this movie, Jacob. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think I feel like you can tell that it's like Inframan in the sense like it's stupid and goofy and fun, but it also is like really like beautiful. Like I think like the sets and everything, you know, I mean, the best way I can describe it is, you know, you come for the Kong-sploitation and you stay for the attractive
Samantha.
Swiss swimsuit model airplane spinning leopards, right?
Yes.
No, it's so fun. I mean, if you even sometimes more so than Inframan, because I think it's a better film. But I think sometimes with Peking Man, if you're watching it and you aren't smiling and having fun with it, then like you need to go to the doctor. Like you need to go get looked at, and like something's wrong. I'm not, you nailed it. Like it's not a great movie if you want to break it down, but like it is so fun. It is so goofy and weird, and like you said, there's like moments of like it's like really like not gory, but like violent, right? And then there's some that's and then there's some that are like what am I about to watch like a softcore porno? You know, like
it does.
Yeah,
there are a couple times where I was like, oh, Jay, this is the movie you picked.
Yeah.
Okay, this is about to get really good. Let me just real quick kind of give the quick breakdown of what this movie is about, just for people who don't know, which is probably most people who are listening. It's basically King Kong. It is there's a giant ape on an island, and it's basically King Kong mixed with Tarzan, but Tarzan's a very beautiful woman who her and her parents crash landed on this this island, and she is friends with every animal, and they're all buddies, and she's like petting leopards. And you know, and she's friends with the Mighty Peking Man, whose name is different depending on what you're watching. Did you watch the sub or the dub? I watched the sub. Okay, I watched. No. I watched the dub. I forgot. No. I started to watch the sub, and then I turned it on. I was because it was late at night. I was like, I want to like watch this, like, and I don't want to like if I have to turn away for a second. So I did watch the dub. Yeah, dude, really crazy film. Really fun, and it just I don't know, dude. Like the plot is basically he brings this girl back. You know, they find out this giant ape is there. It's literally King Kong. But there's this great like. You know, so he's falling in love with the jungle girl. I can't remember her, like, she has two names. She goes, she has the name like she calls herself. Yeah. But then Awe, and then Awe, that's it. And then she's like Utam. Yeah, so there's different names. And then so like they're like falling in love, but then like his ex-wife is crying about something, and she sees it, and then there's this drama going on, and it's just back and forth, and then the end of the movie is it's King Kong. Like he gets on the top of a building, they set the building on fire. But even sadder, it is sadder because like she gets caught up in it, and he gets set on fire, and then he falls. It is pretty. Like I was like, oh, it's kind of a brutal ending. But I love when he steps on people, which he does multiple times. It's a wild movie, man. And he crushes one with the hand. Well, there's a rape scene. There's a rape scene. I wasn't going to mention the rape. There is a rape scene, and then later on, the Mighty Peking Man picks up the guy who did the raping. It's a near raping. Yes, he picks him up and he crushes him. And then he throws him to the ground, and then he stomps on him. So he takes care of that. But Jay, what do you got? Some facts? I got some fun facts. Oh, hey, this movie is full of fun facts, and as most people would expect from a Shaw Brothers film. Let me add this to Sage here. And just that face. Look at that face. Only a mother could love. I do not like that. Okay, so yes, number 10. Yes, the lead. Johnny Fang is Danny Lee from Inframan. He is Inframan. So already you're like halfway there. Yeah, you're in already. You're in. So Inframan and Mighty Peking Man, I think there needs to be a shared universe there. I think it could work. Okay. I thought this was great. So obviously this is, there is a total Kong-sploitation film because Kong 76 was coming out in the US, was going to be, expected to be this massive, giant global phenomenon, all that good stuff. So in Hong Kong, the Shaw Brothers had one big giant studio that was their rival. There was like 3 or 4, studios, and the one was Golden Harvest. They actually just bought the rights to Kong 76 and released it right before Shaw Brothers were going to go live in 77 with the Mighty Peking Man. Just what a dick move, but business, right? So that was kind of crazy that like they just preempted with that. So to make, knowing they don't have a Hollywood budget and make the Shaw Brothers version look really bad. So damn Golden Harvest jerks. So because of that, amongst other things, the Vietnam War, other things like that, the Peking Man was a bit of a bomb. It did okay from what I've read in some of the other Southeast Asian territories like Thailand and Singapore and stuff. And then they finally got it over to the US as renamed as Goliathon, which might be a better name. Yeah, it just wasn't.
it wasn't a huge success over here. Now, the goal and everything that, this was a classic over budget because I forget which of the Shaw brothers, this was like his baby was not necessarily as like have this one piece, this one film be like super successful and a critical success, but to be to show they can do things other than kung fu and out to an international market. So a lot of the decisions they made, cutting the nude scenes and stuff like that, was because they wanted to make sure it was accessible to the international markets, not just wherever. So so Goliathon, love the movie poster there though.
Yeah, good poster.
Good poster. So no shocker here. Now remember, this is, and we'll get to this in a second, Japanese special effects crew. The final suit that we see wasn't the original intent. The original one was going to be King Kong-esque, and then because of licensing stuff, they scrapped that. Nobody knows, I don't think, if it actually was, that suit was even started. It was just design. So then they wanted to go with something that was more inspired by Toho's War of the Gargantua. So that one in the middle there, very, very Gargantua. Then they decided to go something that was more like caveman-y, man in with more hair and prosthetics that way, as opposed to kind of like the suit. They scrapped that. They looked at some other things that ultimately landed on what we got as the Utan suit, but it was not, that design was not the original intent. It was supposed to be literally a giant gorilla. And of course the name literally translates in Japanese, or excuse me, in Cantonese or Mandarin as the orangutan king. So he's supposed to have more of that look in there, but I wouldn't say that was either really nailed either. But just so you know, like there was a lot of iterations of this suit and design.
I like all those. The middle one looks the best. The one that looks more like a Gargantua. The thing about the design they went with is like sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it's like a weird animatronic thing, and it distorts the face like the screenshot that we had on the back. It distorts the face in a very unnatural.
And that animatronic was built by Keizu Murase. But they 100%. It was a little bit like, had a little bit of Return to Godzilla thing going on there.
Yes.
Okay, so speaking of this, some of the stuff that you see, the miniatures and everything, there's no shock that it was good, because they originally sent over Yoshiki Kuroda, who was worked with Dai a lot, and he was the one that did Daimajin, like the what still I think is a damn good looking special effects sequence and all that stuff with him. I think it stands the test of time. He led the crew until their visas expired and they had to leave, and then the replacement crew, the second wave, was it was only Sadamasa Arakawa, who basically replaces Tsuburaya in the late 60s at Toho. Then you have Keizu Murase, like we mentioned, and a very young, right before he gets going in the Heisei era, Koichi Kawakita. So you had like all this like special effects, tokusatsu royalty working on this in various times and various degrees. So a lot of the stuff you're like, oh yeah, that looks really good. It's like, yeah, they got the best in the world that did that at the time. So really cool stuff there, that it was such an A team.
Love that.
I love this one. This might have been my favorite fact. So I can't remember why Norman isn't even blue in there. It should be, his name is Norman. Norman Shu Sin Kyung, who played all along, the guy that fell off the cliff. There's a funny story. I was reading this article that they were talking about their experiences shooting in India on location, and apparently his passport had the wrong birth date on it, and they wouldn't let him through, and he had to bribe an Indian customs agent with cigarettes to get through. I love it, because hey, the movie would not have been the same without him falling off the cliff in that perfect way.
That's true, but that is such a strange detail.
I know, right?
I hope that, hey, very cool, but I hope that guy was fired.
I know, right? So this is one of those that there actually were two endings filmed. So the one that we see where it's inferred that she dies at the end is the one that, like, every DVD, every Blu-ray, every VHS, every Laserdisc, every Betamax, everything that ever's been released on has that one. That's the one that is obviously the most known. They did shoot one that where she survives, and that's actually a shot of them like looking over the destruction at the very end. According to Evelyn Kraft, who plays Samantha before she passed away, she said that was originally shown in India in the release, but she didn't. Nobody really knows where else it aired, but it was shot. So there was going to be one with a little bit more, I don't say upbeat ending, but one where
but you don't want Samantha to die.
I know.
She's the star of the show.
Yeah, I mean, I think the ending it could be interpreted. I mean, she looks like he's carrying her away.
She's
So this is how I found out about it. So I learned about this movie not in kind of the kaiju sense, but this had a big midnight movie run in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
It was like it's one of Quentin Tarantino's favorite films. And he did a big midnight. I know, right? And he did a big midnight showing run of it. And I didn't really ever connect it to kind of the greater kaiju world, maybe because it's not Japanese.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's kind of was a really cool thing. I know, right? Like it has a tie to Tarantino. It's like it's like when Brad Pitt said like War of the Gargantuas was one of his favorite films. So here, let's talk Marusan. I think this is badass. This is so cool. So he's there doing all the stuff with the suit and the prosthetics and the mask and the animatronic and all that type of stuff. And the actual suit actor who was Chinese wouldn't do the final scene because he didn't want to be set on fire.
Fair.
The freaking modeler and suit maker Kaiju Marusan is like, I'll do it. And so he actually does. They film it 3 times. I mean, lit on fire, all that stuff. And I mean, luckily he lived to tell about it and do other cool things. But yeah, the great Kaiju Marusan, and that's why when you watch Brush of the God, there's lots of Mighty Peking references in some of the scenes and stuff.
Okay,
that's But yeah, he got set on fire.
That's pretty badass. That he's just like, I'll do it.
No, hopefully,
you don't want to get set on fire. I'll do it.
Yeah. Hopefully that will get featured heavily in the documentary. I think that would be really cool to hear some of the stories. But I thought that was that's just so cool. And then number one, I think is one of the coolest facts is instead of goat hair, which is used on a lot of these, like the King Kong Toho suit, this suit was actually made 300 people donating their hair, 300 people, citizens of Hong Kong, donating their hair to make the suits. 3 the King Man suits were made, and they were all made of human hair.
I would donate my hair in a fucking second to if any kaiju movie was like, hey, we need your hair, I'd be like, take it. Please put it in this film. That is amazing. I love those facts, Jay.
Yeah. I thought this was an easy one. This is like, I mean, there was a lot on there, like, the nude scenes and a lot of other stories and stuff that, who knows what this movie, was hoping to be.
Right.
And I don't know, it's great. It is one of those, somewhere I think between Inframan and like Warlords of Atlantis, like it's one of those that like is not good, but like you have to smile while watching it. And this is one of them.
I think this is easily, I found myself thinking a lot during the movie, like, oh, this is a great double feature with Inframan.
Yes.
Not just because it's some of the same people, but it does have a lot of the same. It feels like a good start. Like you watch this first and then you watch Inframan. That is the really crazy one. I bet you there's DVDs out there that's just those 2 movies. Like
no, it has to be, right?
There must be. But
well, and it was either I don't know if it was Siskel or Ebert, one of them. They famously was their review of the Mighty Peking Man, and they're like, "This is so fun, this is great." They gave it like 3 stars, and in it they mentioned Inframan by saying like, "I have to go back and up my Inframan to be higher than the King Man, be like almost like whatever," because this is like the same vibe, but like not quite as good and as fun as Inframan, but still in that same ilk. And so like I think they're intrinsically linked beyond just being Shaw Brothers. Yeah.
I agree. I literally put this on my list of movies that I'm gonna have to get a physical copy of.
And toys. We need some toys.
Are there toys of this, or is
is it YMSF that does the Peking Man toy? Hold on, that's gonna bug me real quick before we go. I gotta look.
Yeah, let's check it out.
I think it's
gotta
those
know.
Guys. Let me see. Oh, sorry, my. Let's see. I think Mighty Peking Man toys. If I knew how to spell. Yeah. No, it's Unbox. It's Unbox does one.
Unbox
Yeah.
Industries. Okay.
Yeah. They do. They have one, and they have a variant that's like an abominable snowman one. Yeah. That's like white
To match the poster for
Goliathon.
Goliathon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
cool. So toys are out there.
Oh yeah, and Unbox is great because they did we should have known that because they did the Inframan one that I love. That was one of my favorite toys of all time that I got. So it looks really good. I mean, Unbox is great. I like the. I'm looking at the standard variant one. It comes with a little Samantha too.
Oh, you know what? I'm seeing it. I just pulled it up. Yeah, it looks. Let's say this looks nothing like what he does in the movie, but
it looks more King Kong. Are you looking at the standard color one?
I see them both.
Okay,
and,
it looks more King Kong-y.
It looks much more King Kong-y, but
hey, maybe that's the original suit.
Comes with a Samantha. That's all I want.
Hey, I'm looking at it a little bit closer. The face isn't as bad. If you look at a big one, you blow it up a little bit. The face isn't as bad. I think they just built him too much like King Kong. I think the body's worse than the face.
It is very King Kong.
Yeah. And I scroll down. There's
the
Maniac. Yeah.
It's just cool that there's Mighty Peking Man toys.
Yeah, 100%.
Very cool. Yeah. So listen, I think everybody should watch this movie. Check it out. We watched it on. What was that website where we watched?
You can get it on archive.org. You can buy it or rent it on Amazon. It's one that's out there, but I always like to check archive.org on, especially some of the international translations on like dubs and stuff. Sometimes you'll get like the Malaysian English dub, which is like sub. It'll be dubbed in Filipino for the Philippines, but the sub will be in English. So I don't know. It's a good place to check on free stuff to watch.
Yeah, and it's out there. It's on there, and I'm really happy that we watched this one, and I think everybody should take the time.
Hey, this Kaiju Go next year. Maybe we do this instead of the Inframan, to continue the Inframan Shaw Brothers thing.
That's not a bad idea. Jay, you got anything else?
No, it was good catching up with you, dude.
I agree. It was the 3 weeks was too long. Happy to look at all those toys. But we're getting out of here, guys. We will talk to you next time. Peace.